Welcome back to another video and happy September. For today's video, I wanted to sit down and do a monthly reset. So I want to reflect on the past month, on the month of August, and then kind of talk about what my plans and my goals and my vision, I guess you could say, is going to be for the month of September. And I do feel like it's kind of hard to do this every month. So I'm going to say like a reset for September, but some of it may just be for like resetting, planning, preparing for fall. But before we really get into this video, first I want to show you guys some things that I just got in the mail yesterday. So I am now an ambassador for House of Baesics, which is a customized jewelry and apparel brand. And I have to show you, I absolutely love these pieces. So the first one, and I'll show you a close up, this customized necklace, and this is real shell, and it says Collins, my daughter's name, on there. And then also I got this bracelet, this little tennis bracelet. It's gold and like, you know, diamonds, and it says my son's name, Luke, on it. So I'm obsessed with that. So if you're interested in any of these products, I will link their Instagram down below, and I will leave my coupon code on the screen. It's just Lauren Bryant, one word, so you can get 15% off of your order. And I do earn a small commission for that, just so you know. But they have all kinds of cute stuff. So this is just a couple of examples. They also have like crew necks where you can get like the patches with the letters on them. They also have hats, and something that's really cool, they also have mommy and me sizes, so you and your kids can get matching sets. You can get like mama and Minnie, you can get their name like I did, but you could also do like your own name, your spouse's name, whatever you want to say. So again, that's from House of Baesics, and I will leave a coupon code for 15% off for you down below. And then before we get into the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up if you're ready to get prepared for September and the fall season. Leave me a comment down below what's on your reset to-do list, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. But let's just get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is my highlights from the month of August, reflecting on the past month. So the first thing was that I tried some different recipes, which is a lot of fun, and I've been trying to make an effort, if she's up for it and wanting to cooperate. I'm trying to get Collins into the kitchen with me. Collins is my daughter. She's about 2.5 years old. And so some fun recipes we did this month was make a loaded baked potato bar. So I had made everyone baked potatoes, and then set up the toppings in the middle of the table so everyone could do it how they want it. Another thing that we did is we made homemade ice cream, and I remember doing this when I was little. You put everything like in the 2 bags and the ice with salt, and you shake it up, and it doesn't get like super thick until you actually put it in the freezer. But making homemade ice cream that way, and Collins loved, of course, shaking the bag, banging that around. Next highlight from the month of August was Collins had her nails done for the first time, now just by me here at home, but she asked me to paint her nails, so we did pink on her fingers and toes, and it was super cute, and I'm really glad I was able to get that on video. I put that in, I think, the last or the first reset video that I did, so I'll link that up above for you. But it was super cute. She loved that we had matching pink toes together, and it was just a really special moment to paint my daughter's nails for the first time. So that was definitely a big highlight. Another thing that we did that was actually on my summer bucket list was to try out a local ice cream shop. So we have a couple ice cream shops here in our town, which for whatever reason, we've lived here for about 4 years and we've never gone to them. Now that Collins is, you know, a little bit older and we have kids now, we decided let's go ahead and try them out. So that was really fun, and Luke was able to try his little taste of ice cream for the first time. One actually does have a mini golf course there, so that's something we still want to try too while it's still warm out. Kind of sad, but Luke did turn 11 months old, which, you know, it's so fun to see him grow and learning new things. But of course, it's just a reminder that, you know, this month, September, is his birthday month. He's going to be 1 year old. And then my final highlight for the month was that we went to Old Time Days in our town here. So my parents and I took the kids. Collins got to do a train ride. It was a craft show, so we got to walk around and look at the different handmade items. It was just really fun. It was something to just do, get out of the house, and Collins, I think, really enjoyed it. So those were my big highlights from the past month, for the month of August. Reflecting back on my summer bucket list, I had on there to plant flowers, which we did have some sunflower seeds, which we planted in the backyard. I don't know if they really came to fruition. It's kind of like overgrown with weeds there, but it was a fun activity to do with Collins, so we did do that. Another thing was to make 4th of July themed desserts. I did do this with Collins as well. I kind of tried to start a little like cooking with Collins series. There is a reel and some pictures on my Instagram. I will, insert some of those here. So we did do that. Another thing was to watch the fireworks. Now, I got to do this. The kids didn't really do this because when it was dark out, they were in bed, but we got to do that. Another thing was go on a beach trip. We did go on one trip down to the Outer Banks. This was kind of like a yes and no that I got to check it off my list because we went to the Outer Banks, but we also really wanted to go to Ocean City, Maryland, which we go every year. That's kind of where we both grew up going. But unfortunately, with everything going on this past month, we just were not able to get down there. So that's going to be probably on our bucket list for the fall. And of course, the local ice cream shop was on the bucket list, so we can check that off. And another thing was to get use out of our water table and our little baby pool that we have. It's just been obviously so hot this summer. So we were able to get that out a few times, probably not as much as we would have liked to, but we did do some outside play because it's so important to get outside, but it's been so hot. So that is it for my August reflections. Now we're moving on to what we're gonna do for the month of September. So I'm just gonna start with my September bucket list, and I will put that on the screen. Now again, some of these things, I'm not sure if I want to just have them all completed for the month of September. Some of this might kind of roll into just doing a fall bucket list in general. So the first thing, the number one thing on the September bucket list is Luke's first birthday party. Obviously this is something that it is definitely going to happen. We have his birthday party planned, but I will also be doing a party prep video. Party planning is something I just kind of like live and breathe for. It's kind of a little secret dream of mine to maybe one day have like a party planning business. I'm actually going to get a little bit more into that a little bit later on, but hold on that thought. The next thing is my sister's engagement party. We are hosting that, myself, my older sister, and my mom. So that is going to be coming up soon. The theme of that is going to be on cloud 9. So really kind of like whimsical clouds. I'm thinking about doing a brief video on party planning for that and just kind of like showing decorating. I think it'd be one, I want to have it for like the memories for her so she can have it to look back on, and then two, just kind of like show you like some more decorating ideas. The next thing on the bucket list is to decorate the house for fall. Of course, we got to do that every year, but that probably will wait until after Luke's birthday party. The next thing, some of these go together, so I want to start doing like fall recipes. One thing I definitely want to make, I typically make this every year, is pumpkin cream cheese muffins. Other fall recipes, I love to make soups this time of year, so I want to do that. And of course for fall, I mean, you can't have fall without the fall candles. I've already got one burning here, but that's the only one I have so far. I have some leftover from last year. Another thing that I want to do, and I have some of this equipment for it, I've done it in the past, is make my own candles. So I'm thinking about maybe putting that into like a vlog. I want to definitely do a lot of fall themed content, and I think that would be perfect for that. And I'll talk about this more when I talk about my goals. Is one thing is like doing more things to express creativity, and of course one of those things is making more videos, trying to take this more seriously, do that kind of thing. I think it'd be really fun to do making my own candles, fall scents, because those are my favorite types of candles, of course, rather than just purchasing them. Evening walks / just getting outside more. I definitely don't do a good enough job of getting more outside time, taking the kids outside. Of course, with working full-time outside of the house, it is just hard to make time for that in the evening, but I do want to make more of a conscious effort to get outside and take evening walks is something I would really like to do with them. Next is making a fall vision board. That is definitely something I want to do. I may try to get that done today, maybe in this video. I will show you just my in general vision board that I already have. We'll go through that. Also, we want to make sure we are planning Halloween costumes. Those are something that, I don't know if we'll make them. I don't know if we'll do like a family themed costume for everybody. Stuff like that sells out fast, so we got to make sure we get that done. I also want to, even if it doesn't necessarily happen this month, but I think it'll start to probably towards like the later half of the month, and even of course October, I want to look into local fall activities, fall festivals, specifically things to take the kids to, I want to do a lot of seasonal things. Then the final thing on my bucket list is I want to revamp my Etsy shop. If you don't know, I always have it linked in my videos. I have a Etsy shop for digital downloads and printables. It's called Collins L Designs. It's kind of like geared toward like planner pages, to-do lists, things like that right now. But like I had said before with the party planning and things, I kind of want to revamp it to just digital downloads in general. Keep those kinds of things that I have, but I would like to, because I've created my own designs for the parties that we have going on, the birthday party and the engagement party. I think I want to start selling more party themed things like invitations, like digital downloads, banners, signs like card signs, drink bar signs, things like that. So that's something I kind of want to look into. So if you follow my Etsy shop, you may have noticed that I've kind of like taken a back seat to that and focused more on my YouTube channel. That's kind of the reason for that, is I'm kind of reevaluating where I want to go with that. That is it for my September bucket list. And now we are going to start actually with our goals and planning. All right, so this is the planner that I use. I got this at the beginning of the year from TJ Maxx. So in the front of this, it has the months laid out. For the actual calendar here, I am going to go through and see what events we have going on this month. I mean, I pretty much know. I just want to go through and see. I have my to-do list here. So from this calendar, I'm going to take what's going on and make sure I have everything on my to-do list so I can start thinking about things. I don't want to have anything left for last minute, maybe that I need to take care of. So the first thing, I did have an appointment today. That's done and taken care of. I have that daycare is closed for Labor Day. I'm also off that day, so that will be okay. Obviously, I'll be here to watch the kids. I do have Jackson, our dog's 4th birthday on the 6th, so that is something I want to add to my list, is get Jackson a birthday gift or a gotcha day gift. And on the 7th, Luke has a doctor's appointment. I did already put in to take off work for that day, so that will be taken care of. Then we have the engagement party. Of course, we've already talked about. I have plenty of to-do lists about that. That's good. Then the weekend after that, we do have a baby shower. So this is going to be a busy month for us. So let me just make sure I have on my to-do list to purchase a baby shower gift. And then the 21st is my little Lukey's 1st birthday, and then that weekend we have his party. So of course that's already underway. Final thing, I have a license renewal thing, so we'll just make sure that that's taken care of. That's something for work. So now I already can't remember, I feel like I forgot to mention this, but one of my other things on my bucket list that I have is creating more of a solid morning and night routine. Now, with having 2 little kids, one being 11 months old and is still nursing, it is very hard to keep a specific routine, but I really want to be part of like I don't know that I ever will be. I want to be part of the 5 a.m. club, getting up early, going to bed early. So that's something I really want to focus on. And I'm hoping maybe a little bit later down the road, once I have something established, I would like to do like videos on that. But for right now, that's a work in progress. So that is a goal for myself. But something that I'm using as a tool, because part of this planning and reset, okay, we can have all these goals and these visions for ourselves, but what's our plan to get there? So something that I'm using for that, a daily routine or habit tracker that I created, and this is up for sale on my Etsy shop. This is my morning and evening. I have daily routine on here, but this is kind of like a habit tracker. Like I said, things like, do you really need to like write down to remind yourself to do? But my tired mom brain, yes, I do. So on here in the morning, I have unload the dishwasher, vitamins, make the bed, pump for 10 minutes. That's, something for myself. And then doing my hair and makeup every day, because part of my goals for this year, which I'll talk about a little later, is focusing more on self-care. And, I do work out of the house, but I am starting to have more work from home remote days now. But I do feel like it makes me feel more put together, more productive when I do put myself together. So that is a self-care thing that I have on there. It's something, it's like, when I have it written down and I have to check a box that I did it, it for me personally, it makes me feel more inclined to do it. And then in the evening, I have to bag up all the milk from pumping during the day, clean and sanitize pumps and bottles, pack everyone's bags for the next day. So Luke's milk bag, my pumping bag, my lunch, all that kind of stuff. Picking out the outfits the night before. I write it down because it's not something I always remember to do unless I'm looking at a list. But I feel like picking out outfits for myself and the kids in the evening for the next day just helps the morning go a lot smoother. Make the coffee, essential, and run the dishwasher. So that is my list, and I keep this on the refrigerator where I can see it. And now this is something new that I just got in the mail yesterday or the day before. So this is from Graceful by the Design, and this is part of a collaboration I'm doing with Stack Influence. So this was sent to me to test out, and I love this because this is actually very similar to like the products that I make on my Etsy shop, but I love that this is like an actual like notepad, like multiple copies of it, and it does have magnets on the back, so I'm gonna put this right on the fridge. So this is a weekly meal planner and grocery list, and it's actually perforated down the middle here, so you can tear this list off and take it to the grocery store with you. And like I said, I have something very similar to this actually in my Etsy shop, where the grocery list is sectioned out into different categories, and then it also has breakfast, lunch, and dinner idea spots. Now, for me, what I typically do is like one thing for lunch, basically, whether it's like making sandwiches or whatever it is, and take it every day for the week. I feel like this is going to help me because right now I just kind of plan out dinners for the week, but I want to focus more on doing breakfast and lunches too. So I'm very excited to be using that. Again, that's Graceful by Design. I will leave their Instagram in the description box. So now I want to get into goal setting. Now, my goals, I don't feel like it's necessarily beneficial. I think you'll just overwhelm yourself if you just reset so many goals like each month. So these are goals that I had set myself at the beginning of the year, but as time goes on, you know, I reevaluate. Some have been met, if not close to being met. But this book I really love. So this I got, I think, a year or two ago from Home Goods. It's a goal book. There's so many pages in here for, it's kind of like the same thing over and over again. I'll show a close up, but this is like you can plan out your goal, the date started, is it a long-term or short-term goal, what category it falls in, so like self-care, finance, like if you're budgeting, your career, your home life, friends and family. You write out the goal, and then you can write down the action steps. When it started, you can check off what's going to be if you want to give yourself a reward for completing it. And then it also has pages to create a vision board, visualize your goal. And then it also has like pages after it for, you know, that are lined that you can write things out. This has been a really great tool for me. So some of these are kind of personal, but I'll go through some of the goals that I can with you. But I have just really been loving this book because it helps me to like come back, and it helps me to revamp, visualize, and really kind of think about and be intentional about how I'm going to achieve the things I want to. So my first goal that I had was for this year was to relaunch my YouTube channel. So if you don't know, I did start my channel probably, I want to say like 4 or 5 years ago. There was a period probably 3 years ago that I honestly just went through a really bad time in my life, and that is the reason that I stopped creating videos. But deep in my heart, YouTube is something that I had always wanted to do. I knew that, you know, it got crazy when I started having kids, and that was just something that just took a back seat. This year, I knew that I wanted to revamp and relaunch. And now, of course, when I started my channel, it was strictly like makeup, beauty, that kind of thing. But I wanted to come back as still doing beauty. I wanted to include like motherhood and lifestyle. So kind of reflecting where I am in life right now. So obviously, that is a goal that I did achieve, but I'm still working towards getting where I want to go with it. My goals were to do, at the start of the year, were to do 2 videos a month. And I think almost every month I did at least 1 video, but over the past month, I've been trying to get better. I'm trying to do at least 1 video a week, if not more. This is something that I am making progress on. And then kind of reflecting back, like, I think it's important too for your goals is maybe writing out your why. Like, why do you want to achieve these? So the first reason for relaunching my YouTube channel is, one, having home videos to look back on for memories, like a video diary, like how I like to do vlogs. It will help motivate me to help do my hair and makeup, put myself together more, take care of myself. So that's one of the goals, obviously, I talked about. A reason is because I want to eventually have this as an additional stream of income. I wanted to have something as a creative outlet. I'm a person that I just do better mentally if like I talked about making the candles before, I do better mentally if I have a way to release that kind of creative energy, create stuff. It's just something that I like to do. And then to work towards something long term, my long-term goal for myself, and I'm not exactly sure what it's going to look like yet. My ultimate goal is to develop my own brand, my own company. I would like to do like a lifestyle brand. Now, of course, this is like a long-term goal, but I would like to use my YouTube channel as something that's going to help me build up towards that. So of course, the goal right now in the present is to grow this channel, be able to get it monetized, but ultimately I want to use it towards something bigger and greater. So I would love to create a lifestyle brand, like maybe something with home decor, doing like how I do like my Etsy printables, but creating something, you know, like this here that is a, you know, something people can actually purchase, a physical product. Maybe doing baby or lifestyle products or making candles, things that, these are just like the big dreams that I have. So this is a little vulnerable for me right now actually sharing this, because these are things that I internalize, but I'm hoping, you know, maybe if I start putting things out there more, it'll be more speaking it into the universe and hopefully making it happen. So then another kind of a goal building off of that one is then to monetize my YouTube channel. So I've kind of tried to reevaluate this one. So I had said before, what's our action plan going to be? Like, what exactly do we want to achieve? So to monetize a YouTube channel, you need to have 1,000 subscribers and you need to have 4,000 watch hours over the past calendar year. Right now, at the time that I'm filming this, I think I have 880 subscribers, something like that. I broke it down how, you know, for each month, where do I need to be to meet 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So by the end of August, I need to have around 900 subscribers. So I'm going to make that the goal for the end of September. I want to have 900 subscribers. Along with that, you know, kind of comes into the watch hours. So to get watch hours and to get subscribers, you need to put out content. So I want to be doing 1 to 2 videos a week. Ideally, what I would like to do is one sit-down video or one long-form content video and one short per week, because I find that, you know, of course, the long-form videos are going to be what's going to get you your watch time, and then shorts I find are good for gaining subscribers. If you do have a YouTube channel, you know, that's maybe something to look at. Not that I'm a professional by any means, obviously. I need to promote my channel, so being better about using like the community tab, posting things on Instagram. Need to research trends, what's popular, planning out content. So I did start to do that. I need, just for my lifestyle, I need to batch film because I have 2 little kids. So I either need to do it after they go to bed or nap time. And then something I want to do is rebrand. So my YouTube banner and my logo have been the same since I started my channel. I just feel like I could make it better. I feel like it doesn't necessarily reflect where I am now. And aesthetically, it's cute. I want to make it better. So that is kind of all goes into rebranding, bettering, getting to where we want to go. I did also, you know, as far as planning for the month, like some video ideas. So I want to do the engagement party prep, the birthday party prepped, reset I have, which we're doing right now. I started my Project Pan, so I want to make videos on that. The big thing I want to do, I'm obviously so inspired, I keep saying it, but I want to do fall inspired content. So some of my ideas for that are taste testing Starbucks fall drinks and Trader Joe fall snacks, cleaning and decorate for fall, cozy fall day vlog, making candles, stuff like that, and then fall makeup. So those are just some of my ideas, and, you know, I think I've got a good starting place there, kind of like a blueprint for working towards that goal. Now, another goal that I had for this year was to create multiple streams of income. The reason that I want to do this is because, of course, like, I think an ultimate goal, I think for everyone, is financial freedom, or at least being closer to that. These are not necessarily things I have achieved, but I at least have started processes to get there. The first one, of course, I've talked about is working towards monetizing my YouTube. So that has not happened yet, but manifesting, we're going to get there. And so kind of like my goal, how I said, was having my channel monetized. I want to have it monetized by the end of the year, but my goal for myself is not necessarily that I will maybe like make money, significant income, if income at all, but at least be eligible for that. That is like the step one of the goal for that. Another one, I did start my Etsy shop. Now, of course, my Etsy shop is not something that is creating any type of significant income yet, but it is something that has started. So I did, I'm going to say, I achieved that goal. I did put something in process. I'm still working on getting it where I want to be, but I have taken action steps towards these goals. And then the final ones, of course, I do have my full-time job, but something that I did start on the side, and this is, again, something that it's not bringing me any income yet, but I've started the process of it. I do work in healthcare, and I have signed on with a website that creates educational videos. So similar to what I'm doing now, goes along with the creative thing, but it's just, I guess, opening up other doors to different things. Again, I haven't created anything yet where I'm making any significant income coming in on the side, but I'm opening up those doors, and so I do consider that I've achieved steps toward those goals, but still in process. Now I'm going to share with you my vision board. Now, this is the vision board that I created for myself at the beginning of the year, but I kind of want to take this time, now that we're a little bit more than halfway through the year, look at it and see where we are and how close we are to achieving these things. Again, I don't share this with anyone, so this is kind of like, it's silly, but this is something very personal, so this is a little bit vulnerable for me to be sharing this, but I keep this actually in the inside cover of my planner, so it's something that I am able to look at every day, almost every day, and in the center of it, it says, I am creating the life of my dreams, because that is the ultimate goal. It's not the goal we all want, but it's kind of like, an affirmation, like saying that to myself. So some of the images that I have here are like a desk, and to me this symbolizes working from home. That is an ultimate goal that I have for myself, and ultimately I want to be someone that works for myself. Like, of course, the ultimate dream job is going to be having YouTube as my full-time income. I do feel like we've achieved steps towards this, is that with my full-time job, I am working remotely 1 day a week right now. So we've gotten a step closer to that. This woman with the little baby in the carrier. So we're a little bit past this now, but to me this kind of represented like being a more intentional mom, just like really spending that close quality time with both of my kids. But that's what that image to me represented. This image here with the blonde hair, obviously that is not something we've achieved yet. I used to, if you look back at my old videos, I did dye my hair like platinum, like ash blonde. I stopped that when I started having babies, but I would love to start doing that again. Hopefully, sometime this year we can start being able to get to the hair salon more and do more self-care, but also with that comes having that additional income and time to do that. This image here is to me, what represents a curated everyday makeup look. I have worked towards that by doing my major makeup declutter and starting my project pan. Like I had mentioned in that video, I want to have just things in my collection that I know I love and I can reach for and just do my makeup quickly. And it's just all of my favorites, and I don't have just a bunch of junk, I guess. Here is just something aesthetically pleasing to me, I guess. This is a Starbucks iced coffee with the cream kind of swirling through. Of course, this also represents kind of financial freedom, I guess, to me, is to be able to have, like, if I want to go get a Starbucks, I can. It doesn't have to be, like this. I had some cash from things I sold on Facebook Marketplace, or use coupons from Fetch, and that's how I get gift cards to buy the coffee. This next here is a girl vlogging, and you can kind of tell she's at Target, and that's just kind of the life I want to do. Having my channel, doing things like that, vlogging more. So that's what that represents to me, and I feel like that's something I've gotten better about with relaunching my channel this year and vlogging. I call this like an elevated basics mom wardrobe inspiration. I did declutter my closet. That was at the end of last year before Luke was born. I donated a lot of clothes. So I kind of worked towards that, but buying myself clothes is just not something that has been able to be a primary focus right now. So still working towards that. My Stanley Cup, shout out to my soon-to-be brother-in-law Nate. He did get me my Stanley Cup, which I have right here for Christmas. But to me that also represents focusing on drinking more water and hydration, which is always something in progress. This image here is a girl driving her car, and to me that represents the freedom of time. That goes along with my ultimate goal of wanting to work for myself eventually. So that is the focus of that. We're definitely not there yet, but working towards that. That's the inspo. And then here, having a nails done, and that kind of goes along with self-care for me. I'm taking a break I usually do the press-on nails, so I'm taking a break from that for right now because I'll be doing my nails for the engagement party and then also the birthday party. I have a set in mind that I want to do, but that's what that represents. All right, so that's my vision board for the overall of the year. Like I said in my September bucket list, I do want to create one for fall because I think it's fun just to kind of like romanticize and just get you in the spirit for that. So that's something I'll be working on this month. But I think that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to wrap it up here. Let me know in the comments down below if you like this style of video, if you like reset videos. If so, maybe it's something that, you know, I'll make it a habit of doing every month, or at least maybe every season. So if you do like it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button to help me reach my goal of getting to hopefully maybe 900 subscribers by the end of this month, and then the ultimate goal of 1,000 by the end of the year. And if I hit 1,000 subscribers, not if, when, I will. We're gonna manifest that. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I do want to do a giveaway, so make sure that you are subscribed and you don't miss out on any future videos. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a happy September, happy fall. Fall is here. I think some people don't consider it fall yet, but to me it's fall. So thank you again, and I hope that I see you in the next one.